Hi everybody, welcome back to Season 2 of Rich Conversations, where we talk about building wealth and living life with purpose. I'm your host Orooj Syed, and today I'm joined with Zahid Syed and Najeeb Syed. So Najeeb Syed here is a certified pedorthist, as well as the co-founder of TMSG. So,
thank you very much, Najeeb bhai, for coming to our show. TMSG is doing fantastic job in Pakistan, and you have dedicated your life into it. But a lot of time the question comes in that these whatever people donate, 60% goes into expenses. And I know you personally that you, mashallah, are doing very well for your own practice, but you are helping this way. You brought a different system in place because none of that goes into those expenses. Can you explain a little bit that how TMSG works?
You know what? It is hard for me to talk about any other organization who just takes 60% or 10% or 20%. This is possible, and the people who take so much, they don't live long. So the organizations who are taking so much, the people who the donors are not, they're pretty smart, and they don't continue to give it to them once they find out. So whereas we are concerned, TMSG is concerned, it is actually a flagship project of Rotary Club of St. Catherine South. Mm-hmm. So we are talking here regarding Rotary clubs. So a Rotary Club of St. Catherine South has collaborated with Rotary Club of Karachi in Pakistan. So this is basically a Rotary project. And we gave it a name of Trust for Malnutrition and Strategic Growth and separated it from the Rotary itself. But Rotary is supporting it. Rotary Karachi is supporting it, and Rotary Club of St. Catherine South is supporting it. So when we are collecting funds in Canada or USA, we are collecting funds for Rotary Club of St. Catherine South, who then send the money to Pakistan to procure the products we are distributing for the malnourished children. The best thing that Rotary is doing is that there are no administrative costs. So zero administrative costs. So who charges 60%, 10%, 20% has nothing to do with Rotary. That's why I cannot talk about it. But I can talk about Rotary itself, that when I go and attend Rotary meeting, I pay for my own food. Wow. When I travel for Rotary to another city, another country, I pay my own tickets, and I stay there with my own expenses. So I am a volunteer and a donor. And
one thing I like about your organization is, and I know this a little bit, and I want you to explain a little bit, even other big charities donate to your cause. Yes, they give it to you. We go everything through Rotary Club of St. Catherine and all that. But a lot of big charities are also supporting you in this. And why is so important for me? You actually solving the root cause of the problem. You can only have education if your body is healthy, right? So you are taking from a womb of the mother to bringing them to the level. Explain that a little bit.
You know what? Unfortunately, the subject of malnutrition is very neglected. Not many people know about it, but the organizations who are finding more about it and they were not involved in it, they're actually wanting to be a part of it, because we already have developed a sustainable model and we are doing amazing, and we have got great results about what we are achieving. They want to be part of us. And then we educate them, we tell them more and more about them, and they learn more about it. And we are only not dealing with one country. These organizations have the ability, because they're larger, they have got more resources, they can spread the thing to other part of the world. If we are working in Pakistan, we can work in Gaza as well. We can do in Malawi, Sierra Leone, Ghana, everywhere. So we are already a little bit involved in those things, and we are guiding people to adopt and replicate the system we have developed in Pakistan.
So you kind of talked about how it kind of works, how the money goes from here, you do the fundraising over here, but you bring it back to people in Pakistan, right? I wanted to ask more about, we know the Pakistan system, and especially government system, is sometimes not up to par as compared to first world countries. So how do you make sure that the funds that go there are used properly?
So just if you understand the whole concept, it will really make it easy for you to understand. Understanding what Pakistan can do understanding their issues, what we have done is we are now selecting an organization or a clinic which is already running there for 4, 5, 7 years, and they are doing the work in the community, but they do not have the ability to treat malnourished children. They can screen them, but they only can counsel the mothers that feed them yogurt, feed them, but the regular foods cannot bring a malnourished child back. So the product we are introduced in Pakistan has got 95% success rate. It's called Ready-to-Use Therapeutic Food.
Can you show us a little bit more about
Show us that, and also I want to know what's inside.
Yeah.
Because of how it works in short form, to just let our viewers know that how actually got developed, but and how it helps and how many calories this thing has.
So before I talk more about RUTF, which means it is a generic name of a product called Ready-to-Use Therapeutic Food, I will talk more about it. But actually, what I want to explain is that we have developed this sustainable model that is more important to talk about, so that it is clear for everybody. We do raise funds in Canada and USA for sure, but we do raise funds in Pakistan as well.
Oh, nice.
Because these are definitely our children, but the Pakistanis children they are first.
Yeah.
So they are also, so we have got number of people, number of volunteers from Rotary who have joined our mission, and they are part of us. They are donors first, and then they are volunteers. So what this sustainable model is all about is that the clinics are selected, and we train them, we guide them, we make them a nutritional clinic, and we start providing the product to them, and they start screening the children and dispensing them. And the follow-up keeps on happening. The children come back, and within 6 to 12 weeks, the child can recover back to start eating the regular food instead of so the therapeutic food I was supposed to talk to you about, you were asking about that, is actually a blend of 4 products. It is made out of peanut butter, and peanut butter is a monounsaturated fat, which is very, very easy on the stomach, no vomiting, no diarrhea, very effective.
And that's the pouch you are holding.
That is the pouch
I can show us to our viewers, oh, wow, this is
It is, there is 92 grams of a sachet. Now, this product has got dry milk, it has sugar, and it has got palm oil. Wow. But not only that, it has got 22 micronutrients, which are essential for the human body. Now, these children we are talking about, which are called malnourished children, they could be in many forms. They could have mild malnutrition, they could have moderate malnutrition, or severe malnutrition. So a child who comes as a mild malnutrition, we provide them micronutrient syrups, and they can continue eating the food they are eating at home. But the value of the food is not the best, so they are nutritional deprived. So we introduce the 15 micronutrients to them through a syrup. That's
the system. I mean, it's more, that when they go to the doctor and we have the system, how we're going to treat them. I also want to know, about you, because what happened is most of the time, there are so many charities collecting money for different reasons. Some people, they know. Tell us a little bit about yourself, personal journey. When you came to Canada, in your profession, and why you thought that helping, Pakistan is very important for you, and children of Pakistan is very important.
How TMSG even started.
Yeah.
I can give you the background about that. I am basically from Faisalabad, Pakistan.
He's also from Faisalabad.
Oh, yeah, I'm from Faisalabad too. I think all the Faisalabadis are doing a great job here.
He forgot that for a second because he's been living here for a long time.
And we share the same last name. Even
yeah, the last name, we just maybe somewhere we're relatives too.
Who knows? So 33 years ago, I moved to St. Catharines, Ontario, and I started living there. And in 1995, I started my foot care business, and I'm still doing that after 32 years. And but then I joined Rotary Club of St. Catharines South. In 2012, I became the chairman of the international committee in that club. Presently, I'm a vice president, and next year I'll be a president of that club for 1 year. But I'll stay as the international committee chair as well. So, being an international committee chair, we needed to reach many parts of the world with many projects, and we were lucky enough to do that. We have worked in around water, we have worked around planting trees, we have done cleft surgeries, we have done wheelchairs, we have done multiple things.
But why is this is important? I want to get to know the meat of why is so important, what kind of legacy you want to leave, and why you think that helping children is very important, and what responsibility lies on us who have lived this one and now they want to help the next generation. And
so what I want to actually explain is that how I found out about malnutrition. Yeah. That is more important for you to understand why I'm a food doctor. What do I know about malnutrition? I'm not a nutritionist basically. But when we were doing these different projects, we got to know a organization called Project Peanut Butter. And this is a Project Peanut Butter is from Missouri. And they have started this malnutrition project in multiple countries. So we started to help them in Sierra Leone, Malawi, and Ghana. And that's how we started to know more and more about malnutrition and how it is affecting the children. And they were manufacturing, they have got 3 factories there in each country, and they were manufacturing ready-to-use therapeutic food there. Now, this food formula was developed by a French doctor, Dr. Brind, in France, and it was given to the French company called, they started to manufacture the Nestle. They started to manufacture a brand name of RUTF called Plumpy Nut. And that was the only product all over the world, and it has saved millions and millions and millions of people. But when this product was become an open source, so many countries started to produce that. But when I found out that situation in Pakistan is so dire, around 250,000 children die, and we are working in Malawi, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and we were thinking of going to Ethiopia to do the same job. I thought, I'm from Pakistan. Yeah. Why my country children die so many children die every year? Then we found out that there is no RUTF being produced there. So it is being imported from France. And when you import a product, it does not do the trick what you can do locally manufactured products. So we started work in Pakistan. We got together, collaborated with many, and we got this production going in Pakistan. And that is how the whole started.
So you started with the Rotary Club that basically introduced you to all these organizations. And then from there, you said that you wanted to start your own.
Not only that, there's something is burning inside. See, somebody just doesn't get up and say, okay, I'm going to help children, right? Because you had something that you wanted to give back. You are looking at different ways of giving back, right?
We have many ways to give back. Yeah. There is not one project in the world. There are millions of projects available, and depending what you are good at. Once we became good at malnutrition, we took it seriously. We were already working for polio.
But I look at the passion. What I'm really want to get out to is your personality. Because I see your personality as a lot of passion towards. A lot of people can do this. Okay. A lot of people will come after you to do this, right? Because you are a pioneer in this. You are a doctor. You are making good enough living. What really prompted you that you want to, is there something in the family? This is something, have you been thinking about doing something, giving back to community? Tell us about yourself, that how that every day you get up that, I want to do something, because this is the legacy the new generation is looking for, because they want to come behind you.
Why don't I phrase it like this? What was the moment that you were like, I can't just sit still and watch this stuff happen? What like prompted you to start doing this, or what was the reason that made you want to start?
So when we were working in Africa, we could see the agony, the discomfort, and the children go through, and how they recover so quickly. This Dr. Mark Maneri is my mentor in this malnutrition. He is the co-founder of this product as well. And that's how I learned about it. I did not know much about Pakistan, that there is a country. I left Pakistan 33 years ago. But when I personally visited Pakistan and I saw the agony, I saw a mother who had lost 2 children to malnutrition, and the third one was suffering, and the clinic was helpless. They had nothing to give back to the child. There was nothing available in the pharmacy that he can even prescribe. So
because they give a roti and dal and those kind of things. They don't have that nutrition, right? Which is this product has.
That's true.
But you know, because it is, you know, and the reason I'm bringing again and again back to you is because I just want people to know that there are a lot of people do things very selflessly. Okay, their mission is to bring some value to the next generation and the less fortunate people. You know, there are fortunate people like us who God has given us enough. Plus, you know, our families are okay. No, a lot of people think that, you know, there are actually less fortunate people, and responsibility, like Dr. Najeeb, you know, like us, like other very nice people that want to give back. And that is, I think, is more important than passion first. We can always find a ways to give. Who give? Everybody's doing it, right? You are a single person, and I've been dealing, and I am very big supporter of this. And I think this is the thing that is needed for the children to save them for 6 years, right?
when you say I'm a single person, I would say 2018 I was.
Yeah.
But not today.
No.
You are with me.
Somebody got to lead. I'm just saying that you get up, even today for an interview, you know, you got up, came here ready to promote this product that other people can join your team.
You know what? That actually happened.
Yeah.
In 2018, when I started, I did not even know the product myself.
Yeah.
There was no product available. I had to find an organization who was willing to invest in it.
Yeah.
And they started manufacturing it. I did not want to manufacture it with myself because I didn't want to become a businessman.
Yeah.
I'm a philanthropist.
Yes.
I want to give. I don't want to make money off something.
Absolutely.
So let a organization get involved, and then they are local. They can do it better. From here, it is impossible for me to do it. So we found this organization. They are called Smile Industries. And they started very mediocre. Now they are the biggest exporters of RUTF to Yemen, to Afghanistan, to Bangladesh, to Gaza. So alhamdulillah, that happened in last 5 years only. And they are working under the umbrella of UNICEF and WHO. Now, once the product was procured, we were able to work with the product. We started to go to clinic and started to adopt them. We were looking for selfless, sincere organization who are already giving back to the community. We only chose them. We were very particular. We found some organization, we could find some fishiness there. We will just let them go. We will not continue with them. And today we have got more than 100 clinics now, which is in 32 cities of Pakistan. And that all started slowly, and it is taking time, but I could see the doors opening.
Absolutely.
I could not believe something I thought will never happen, and then I could see the door open in front of me.
No, I want to talk to viewers directly, and I want to say this, you know, why is so important in the human society that we have to help each other. You know, we have to look at the people that are less fortunate. And the people like Dr. Najeeb and there are other people, you know, they are there to actually lead that and bring that motivation back to the society. You know, we always talk about, you know, why is giving important? Is that people do for the tax reason or people do for regular reason? You think that, you know, why people would give? What do you see a common thing between people who like to give more? And there are a lot of people actually giving, but they, you know, and a product like this is fantastic. But I think, what do you see between those people that who try to give?
You know what? Everybody goes through some issues in life. Mm-hmm. So somebody has a member in the family who got cancer.
Yes.
So they start supporting cancer project.
Absolutely.
And this is beautiful. But they actually seen the
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah.
Now, somebody in the family has got dialysis
Yeah.
requirement, and now they see what the people go through when they go through dialysis, so they start doing that. Now, the people I am addressing today are the people who have food on their table 3 times a day.
Yeah.
They have never seen a malnourished child. Now, when we treat a malnourished child, that mother, that father automatically become our fan. But they are already so poor, so they cannot pay back in any way and form, but they do. I'm not correct if I say they don't pay back. They go to the community and they start looking for a child who needs this. And they guide them that my child got improved. Why don't you take that child to the clinic as well? But what I am trying to address here are those people who don't have any clue what malnutrition is all about.
That's right.
So
I know that when people think about people who are starving on the streets, they think that buying one meal for them will help them. And in a way, it does help, but it doesn't help maybe long term. Like how you're saying, malnutrition kids, you do a whole process to help them get back on their feet, right?
that is so true. So so this is not a ration. This is a whole scientific treatment. So it has to be done scientifically. Now, we cannot do it casual. If we give a child 20, for example, meals, 20 sachets, and do not continue, that child is going to not recover. The whole process takes minimum 6 weeks of due diligence. Now, we have the product sitting in our warehouse, useless. It is sitting with the doctor, useless. It is sitting with the mother's kitchen, useless, unless she opens it up and start feeding the child. And if she feeds half, that means she has not done the job.
Yeah.
She has to feed the whole thing, whether the child takes an hour and a half, doesn't matter. The whole thing has to go in the tummy so that the child gets 500 calories out of it, and all 22 micronutrients settle in the body slowly and without putting the body in shock. This is a starving child.
Yeah.
If we feed him a biryani or a kebab, it is going to help him, but on a very lower scale, it can even make the child sick. Now, these are the children we are dealing with, are the children who are not complicated cases. So some child come with a pneumonia and he is malnourished. We cannot start this and not treat the pneumonia. So for that child, we have so that's why we have involved the doctors.
Yeah, you're saying you open up so many clinics.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the concept behind the clinic? We could have started asking the general public to, open a small room in your home and start distributing it.
Okay, now I want to talk about how the public can actually make a difference. If I donate $10 or if I give $100, how is that making a difference?
So far, we have been so lucky that so many people, so many organizations have joined us. And this is becoming bigger and bigger. More and more people are finding out about it. But we are not asking the bigger guns to be part of us. We are asking the smaller guns as well. For example, a Uber driver, he wants to save one life. How can he save it? All it takes is to save one life is $60 worth of RUTF given to the child. It takes 8 to 12 weeks to bring the child back to normal if he is a very severe case. And an Uber driver with a limited income want to save one life, they can simply donate $10 a month. In 6 months, one life can be saved with his funding. Okay? I'm not talking about people who can donate $10,000. Let them continue what they are doing. They are able to because their pockets are able to afford it. But why a guy who has limited income not be part of something like this? So $60 saves one life. If an Uber driver goes to childmalnutrition.org, they can go to the link and they can put a monthly contribution and just put $5 or $10.
Wow.
And the participation starts. In 6 months, they can save one life. In 1 year, they save 2 lives. So basically, Quran says that in Surah Maida that if you save one life, you save the universe. So why can't an Uber driver I'm just mentioning Uber driver because of the limited income they have.
I'm going to say, let's say someone's funds are a little bit limited, or is there another way that people can give if they don't have the money?
Sure. I don't always give money. I volunteer. I work. You are not giving any money to me at this moment, but you're volunteering for me. So that's another way to do it. For example, you have no money, not even got $10, okay? Nothing to worry. Talk to somebody you know who has $10 and say, you know what? I am trying to promote malnutrition because the children are dying of hunger, starvation, but they can be revived. There is a way to bring them back to life. Why don't we contribute? So if would you, so you can.
And we are on Instagram too, right?
We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on all social media.
That's right.
We have a website which is called childmalnutrition.org. Sure, go and join us.
Yeah, this also brings up, I went to an event recently and it was a students event, and some person was trying to promote his charity over there. But the way that he was kind of going about it was he was going into the students' faces who really couldn't afford to give that much, right? But he was kind of telling them to donate, donate, donate. Is there a better way that he could have done it?
Yes, don't, see, when you give me $10 a month, this is an example. I want to give you an example of two children, okay? Those are like 15 years old and 8 years old. They both got together and they gave $5 each to their mother and said, can you send this $10? And they want to actually honor their grandfather who is not in this world anymore. Now, they're giving that $5 from their pocket money, what they have. So the mother is put it on her Visa card, and she makes sure that she takes those $10 from the children for this cause. And they already are there for the last 8 months doing it. They both together, brother and sister, have saved one life already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lot of ways to
Lot of ways to give, and the easiest way is this. For us, it is even better because when I know that next month I will get a $10, I can plan accordingly.
So you're telling people to be more proactive in this way.
Proactive.
And also the regular income, is the cash flow. And that's very important for the charities to have a cash flow. And I always understand, and I see a lot of charities in Ramadan, they collect money, right? And they at the one time. But the program, Najeeb, I brought this $10 thing, and I'm just overwhelmed with this, that everybody can put $10 in there.
Yeah.
And $60, like after $60, you saved one life. That's fantastic, so it's really
If I get 10,000 people give $10 a month to me, I can guarantee you that inshallah we can save 100,000 children per year.
Wow.
So it's a big number. So I'm not talking small, like this is humongous.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking now, if 10,000 people are listening, everybody just contribute.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And you're saying these are like small initiatives just normal people can do. And you also get help from bigger charities as well, correct?
I'm so blessed. I have been able to get many, many people. I talked to somebody, I never knew him, for 5 minutes about this. And when I looked back, he was talking to other people about this. And
you know why I say this? Because I always want to give, and I wanted to give I give a lot of charities, whatever, somebody comes in, you give it, right? But I never felt passionate about any charity that I wanted to actually extra help. Take my time, not only giving, but also giving time that what we are spending time right now even, right? So when I look at it, I said, all this education and everything else going to come after if the child is saved first. And you are taking the root cause and saving.
Malnutrition is the mother of all diseases and everything. Now, when we are talking about this, I want to give you my example. 2020 was the first child we were able to save through Aga Khan University Hospital clinics. They have clinics. So they were the first year we only had 4 clinics. Today we have got more than 100. But that was the year when only first child was saved. But if you get involved in it, I tell you, it is addictive. you feel that, oh, Allah gave you the opportunity to save one life. Now, I also can guarantee you, sitting right here, only those people will participate who Allah will give tawfiq.
Absolutely.
Now, many people I talk to, they never showed back, they never gave. But do I lose heart? No, because Allah has not decided yet to give them tawfiq. But what if in 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year, Allah give them tawfiq and they come to me?
This brings up the topic of illiteracy in the community as well. Like people wanting to give, but people don't know how to give, or people don't know why they should give or why they should care. Because you said once you get into something, that's where the passion starts to build and you start to do more. People don't even take the chance to actually do that.
Look at the one pillar of our deen is zakat. We have to give. Everybody gives, right? The better way of giving what we are talking about. And we're talking about what really makes the difference, right? And doing this literacy and talking about it and showing them what you are really, because, when some people collect money, they collect, okay, we are doing this in the world, right? But now go to a little bit nitty gritty than the way we are going right now.
Why we are so particular, why we are so aggressive, why we are so touchy about things doing this project is that people give zakat, kharat, sadqat, and if we don't utilize it properly, it is my neck that is going to be, I am going to go to my own grave and I have to answer everything to Allah. So when I am not going to do properly with the amount trusted on me, I will be asked by Allah that why you did that. So the question here is not who gives. Question is how I use it. Okay. So
not only how you use it, the leadership that you are showing, and I'm telling you,
people will trust him at the end of the day, right?
That's right.
So just building that transparency between people who are giving and between how you're using the funds and how you're helping people.
My city, where I belong to, is the smallest city, 130,000 residents there. And the people in my community are repeat donors. I don't even have to go back to them because they got addicted. And now they look at me, Najeeb, you started something so big that is now spreading. That's going to go to Nepal, that's going to go to Bangladesh, that's going to go to Gaza, that's going to go to all these places. And it all started from a small community like that. But when I want to come out and reach Oakville, I reach Mississauga, I reach Brampton, it can change the whole thing. Presently, we have been able to raise around $1.5 million.
Very nice.
And we are sustaining that if we do not get any funding, we are still able to run these 100 plus clinics for 2 years.
Okay, now because I'm a financial guy, I have to ask you a financial question. Do the donors get the receipt, tax receipt?
Immediately. So if they go to the link, they will get $10. They give. The $10 receipt will come to them. When the money will be received, immediately they will get a tax receipt. But because they are giving 12 times in a year, that becomes 12 receipts, which is not fair. So that same program will produce them one receipt for all those 12 donations in the end of the year.
And you know why I educate people? I said, maybe that is not really the purpose that you are giving me because you're getting tax receipt, but you are turning taxes into more giving. Because if you invest, donated $1,000 and you got, say, $500 back or $400 back, you can save more lives with that 400 because the government has a lot of money, and again comes to the question, and this is a very society question, why government promotes charities that we want, why they give us a lot of tax receipt. So, and that is where my, thesis and my thing, because we live in a society and the biggest charities get 99% of the money. The smaller charity only get 1% of the government funding. And if you look at the government promotes this, that society goes around if people help people, right? And they want to promote, and that's why they give you a tax receipt, a tax deduction. Now, there are different ways of giving, which when you go into the bigger amount, the high tax bracket. But what I am going back to, if you think that is not really the purpose that you're doing, take that money and more money give to TMSG. and that you can make the double the impact.
You know what? Being a financial guy, you have explained it very nicely. And that is how it can be done. Because we live in a community and a society and a country who offers you some advantages.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Wherever you live, you have to work with that. And if you can do something legally, that's the best way to do it. If you get back the tax receipt and you can present it toward your taxes in the end of the year, you are getting some advantage of that. You have a right to keep that money in your pocket, or you can take that money and give it back to the community or to the project you love,
Now that brings up the topic about legacy. So legacy is more than just wealth. Legacy is like what outlives you. So I want to ask you both actually, how are you both leaving your legacies?
I want to talk about, of course, Najeeb bhai have a lot bigger legacy that he's leaving, than I want. I took the role of educating people that how you can leave a bigger legacy in your community, because we are first generation of immigrants.
Yes.
Whatever we do today, that's going to be transformed into the second and third generation. If we do not help, do not plan some things, then second generation has to do the same thing what we have 30, 40 years that we did. So the purpose of this is get your children involved in this. There are programs out there that if you put money in there, you get the tax benefits, plus it's like a trust. What it does, every year it produces the income. So even your third, fourth, fifth generation will be giving on your name, something we call donor advice fund. So sometimes you have to educate yourself and that give you tax receipt, but your money never outlives you. I have for my family, if you go to Misraga Community Foundation under Zahid and Shahida Syed, we have set up that every year it produces income, and that income actually is given to the charity every single year. Even we don't do it, my children and grandchildren will be doing on behalf. So your legacy continues on the financial side. That's I took myself that how I can educate my community to give a better way. And now
What do you want you to leave for your legacy?
So basically, I should come to him and discuss it with him, and I can learn more and more.
There's always better ways too, but what would you want?
So what I am hoping, and the program we have developed, is a program that is not Najeeb's program. It is actually a program that when Najeeb is gone, he's not here forever, he's 70 years old already, that program continues. And we are bringing in more and more younger people. Orooj could be one of them, and there are more coming, okay? So they are going to take over. And these clinics we are running, the doctor in a clinic is not going to be there forever. But when he leaves, this organization who is running that clinic will replace a doctor with a new doctor. So the area will keep on benefiting. So my legacy is, behind the whole thing, is I want to bring in younger generation to join. Don't have to join for many, many big things. Just start joining with small things. I'll
give you an example, by the way. This reminds me that somebody was planting a tree, right? And that tree takes 30, 40, 50 years to develop. And they say, you are not going to sit in this tree. Why you are putting the tree in the ground right now? And he said, I'm not doing for myself. I'm doing for my next generation, and beyond. So, and that kind of stuff, you and Najeeb by setting it up, you said something that we never thought, this was a problem. And now we are educated and say, look at those children that are getting with the one pouch. I'm going to show the pouch again. This is fantastic, right? So with the one pouch, you are able to save that life, right? And now you are building that team, younger generation that they're learning about it. And somebody maybe comes out and say, you know what? I want to give my 100%. Then you have done your work, and God bless you. You are doing a fantastic job on that.
You know what? When I am doing what I'm doing, my children are watching it.
Yeah.
They're seeing it. I will be gone, but they might get involved.
Yeah.
They are doing their own small things.
Yeah.
So this is how it works. You are seeing your father, and he is doing things. Why would you not continue?
Yeah.
Some children don't.
But that's okay. They might be doing something else. Also.
Yeah, but many does.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Apple only falls right
close to
the tree. So same is with our situation here, that whatever we are doing, others are seeing it.
Yeah.
They're watching it. They are closely watching it. The more we spread it, it used to be say, you know what, give a charity, the other hand should not know. I am not
fan of
that, because you know what, once you start showing up, it motivates others. So you get the sadqa jariyah of motivating another person.
And it's all attention, right?
Yeah. So somebody is making notes somewhere, and you are being benefited for not doing anything, only by motivation. So tell more people that you're doing it, and let them join with you, and take them with you, and go with the flow, you know.
So thank you very much. I'm going to actually jump in, and I know we are getting a little bit longer than this one. I'm going to summarize something here. The summary is, the product is fantastic. It has all the nutrition that is, a younger child needs, even mothers. When the child is in a womb,
we feed the mothers as well.
We feed the mother
during pregnancy and lactating period.
So that is where it all starts. Second is, there's no cost of running this program. It's all volunteers. Number 3 is, you can join by even donating $10 every month. Go to their website and donate even $10, so everybody can help, and you can see that that your fruits come to life, and you are doing a big favor, and you should be proud of yourself that you are doing it. Najeeb, I thank you very much. Do you have any other questions?
Thank you, Najeeb, Uncle, and thank you, Zahid, for all the insight. I hope everyone learned something and will now be inspired to take some action. Until next time, keep living and building with purpose. This is Rich Conversations.